Controversy over the internal dynamics of the Economic Freedom Fighters, EFF, and the purported influence of Zuma has been sparked by recent statements made by an opponent of the party. Before we continue, please kindly subscribe to our YouTube channel, turn on the notification bell so as to get all our updates. According to the critic, sources close to Zuma claim that she and the MK party are keeping a careful eye on EFF operations, including thorough reports on all party meetings and organizational structures. In addition, the MK party is allegedly developing a plan to undermine Julius Malema and the EFF in a methodical manner. The impact of outside groups inside the EFF and the possible ramifications for its leadership are called into doubt by these accusations. Critics argue that if accurate, these allegations might cause a major upheaval inside the party, especially as the critic forewarns of the resignations of important EFF officials Floyd Shivambu and Zuma, who are supposedly determined to prolong internal conflict. An unidentified social media user has added to the uproar by expressing worry about Malema's health after allegedly seeing him at a nearby eatery. The user said that Malema seemed weak and ill, and that he was having health problems, which they ascribed to the prolonged strain of internal and foreign political issues. This representation presents a concerning image of the EFF leader, implying that his health is suffering as a result of the current political environment. These assertions' convergence draws attention to the complexity of South Africa's political system, especially with reference to the EFF and its leadership. There are significant concerns over loyalty and the party's future course raised by the implication that Zuma may have intentions to discredit Malema. In order to be relevant in South Africa's political landscape, the EFF must continue to resolve internal strife and concentrate on its primary goals as this crisis unfolds. The way these dynamics develop will be closely watched by observers, particularly as concerns about the party's stability grow. Once more, according to those close to Zuma, the MK party is keeping a careful eye on actions inside the Economic Freedom Fighters, EFF, in a political scenario that is still unfolding. According to reports, the MK party is being informed of every meeting held by the different EFF formations, pointing to a network of informants that even includes Julius Malema's close circle. According to insiders, the MK party has assembled a specialized squad to undermine Malema's power, which raises serious questions about the internal dynamics of the EFF. Speculation over Zuma's intentions to discredit the EFF is growing as political rivalries heat up, especially in light of her affiliation with the African National Congress, ANC, which has a history of opposing the EFF's extreme economic views. According to reports, Floyd Shivambu, a well-known EFF leader, has sided with Zuma in an attempt to prolong the party's difficulties, indicating a difficult time ahead. As pressure from both within and external groups increases, analysts believe that the EFF will see a wave of resignations. The EFF's future and political tactics are called into doubt by the apparent cooperation between Zuma and Shivambu, which highlights a larger plan to topple Malema's administration. This scenario, according to observers, represents long-standing rivalries in South African politics and has the potential to change the political landscape in the run-up to the next elections. The consequences of these acts might spread throughout the nation as political tensions rise, forcing South Africa's key political actors to reevaluate their alliances and tactics. Recent debates over the African National Congress's ANC leadership and former President Jacob Zuma's continuing influence have given rise to a new narrative. Rather than being considered valid political speech, concerns about Zuma's age and ability are often labeled as ageism. According to Omphile and Mbuyiseni Enlozi, this perspective suggests that their criticisms are fundamentally flawed and often take an ageist posture instead of tackling the real problems the party is now facing. The focus on Zuma's age, according to his supporters, goes against the core ideological values that the Umkhonto we Sizwe MK, the ANC's military arm, stands for. They argue that rather than being an ageist organization, MK is based on the ideas of Marxism-Leninism, which emphasizes the value of experience-based leadership rather than age, social justice, and group fight. Instead of being a relic of the past, this ideological framework positions Zuma as a crucial person who can lead the party through current difficulties.